What is up, everybody? Welcome to another great video today and another great day for you guys. Hopefully, I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope you guys are blessed with health and happiness today. And yeah. But with all that out of the way, you guys are watching the Willy Bobo Life. I'm Willy Bobo, and this is another great gaming content related video. Today we're doing, as the title explains, Destruction All-Stars thoughts and impressions. These are purely my thoughts and impressions, basically my opinions on what I think about new upcoming titles that were showcased during the PlayStation 5 Future Gaming event back June 11th. Yes, these videos are taking me a little bit longer to come out with because I am concentrating on a whole bunch of other stuff, content related, that I'm bringing to the channel, because this channel is not just about games. About 80% games, 20% everything else. So with all that out of the way, let's go ahead and watch the trailer and tell you what I think about this fun, quirky looking game. As always, I put it in theater mode, so if you guys could see my tabs up here, please pay no mind to them. With all that though, let's go ahead and watch this trailer. PlayStation Studios, which means it's purely only for exclusives. Right off the bat, by the way, when I first saw this, I thought this was going to be some like totally hardcore upgraded version of Rollerball. If nobody knows what Rollerball is, they have a game similar to it on PlayStation 4 and Xbox right now. It's like some kind of well, they have it actually. They are riding rollerblades and shit like that, but I thought this was going to be that with like a kind of a Fortnite and Rocket League aesthetic, and when I found out what it was, blew my mind. But this first like initial landscape they showed us, I was like, okay, cool, what is this? You know, it kind of immediately brought my eyes. Again, if you guys watched my Ratchet and Clank thoughts and impressions, I am a huge fan of like the neon palette. Am completely. Also, this right here caught my eye so much because I was like, cool, you know, like everybody's like, that was a cool mascot. But then they changed to this stuff, and I'm like, not so impressed now. And then I see like a guy who literally looks like a remake of like the Luchador title for you know, Lucha Libre or whatever on PlayStation. That, you know, that the Mexican wrestling like platform game. And then I see this like robot thing. I see this guy like kind of looking like a crazy snowboard rebel kind of dude. And I see this guy in like the little tiger mask, which I was kind of like cool with. But they show this, they show that. But I'm more for this kind of character aesthetic than this character or this kind of character aesthetic. I could care less about this stuff. This stuff's kind of cool. Like, this seems like it would be kind of a mascot arcade like fighting game, you know. That's cool with me. I'm fine with this aesthetic. Just when now you're trying to like force weird like hip hop kind of like regimes on me. I'm not. It's not that I'm not a fan of hip hop. I'm fine with hip hop, but the aesthetic that looks like it came straight out of like an MC Hammer video. Not a huge fan of. Then I thought it was gonna be like one of those weird. Oh, by the way, from here I thought it was gonna be like one of those weird like parkour like free for all just fist fighting games, and I was like, that's odd, because I didn't see any rollerblades on their feet when I first saw. So I was like, what could this be? And then you bring in the cars, and I'm like, okay. And this is when I thought it was gonna be like PlayStation's own tank called Rocket League. Quite honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I thought it was. I thought it was gonna be completely like a new Rocket League kind of title from PlayStation and stuff like that. The only thing that kind of threw me off though was the mascots didn't look like anything PlayStation related. So I was kind of like, you could have used your own characters and gave each car like its own thing, and it would have been cool as hell. And then you just right there see like tires falling off and stuff like that, and like you know, the car models kind of getting a lot of damage. I automatically liked it. And then they're showing you like showcasing you different vehicles, but not as much damage as I thought. They're definitely not showing a complete amount of damage. Like, I honestly think if you're gonna go through those fans, hold on, I want to see if I can find those fans. These fans right here in the background. If you're gonna go through those and your car just gets hit on the side, I think it should either, because I didn't see it like do anything, so it might still be a feature. But I think your car should either be cut in half and like just left there, because cars don't really explode like people think they do, and your car can easily be cut in half and it won't explode. Sorry, like your engine's up here, unless your engine is like completely cut in half and like fires like an air completely comes spewing out, you might see like a big fireball. But if your car just gets cut in half on the cockpit, it's not going to explode. That's like BS. But I still think that this blade should cut the car in half, or at least smack it up against there and maybe jam. Like, don't know though. It's like you see cars right there explode and cars getting caught on fire and that crap, but I'm digging the destruction. Now, one thing they keep showing you is the character running through the world. I don't know why they show you that so much, because I know the game is titled Destruction All-Stars and stuff like that, but why are they emphasizing that you are so on your feet? Like, is there a limited amount of vehicles there? Because that's like the question that I brought in my mind. Like, is there a limited amount of vehicles, or do you have to do certain kind of tasks on foot to then your vehicle spawns and you get in and then you start going at like trying to destroy other people's vehicles or stuff? There's not enough like explaining around, like, or can your vehicle get destroyed, you're forced to get out, and now you're forced to like kind of play cat and mouse, where you're the mouse and you're trying to make the guy run you over, and as they're trying to run you over, you kind of run them into traps and see if you can demolish your cars. That's fine, but that puts the pacing a little weird, because vehicles should automatically be faster than human, correct? So where's the competition there in that aspect? And I love that the dude's just like hanging off the back of the freaking car. And see, then they showed you the character, the green character that was just running on the pink little girly character that was running on the ground just a minute ago, like doing weird little skippy doo-dah. And now you just saw her in a car, and she is like, "What's up?" And this guy's, okay, and like right there, he doesn't have jets on his boots, so is that like a power up from getting so many points? And then I didn't understand that. This guy, was it because he landed on the vehicle that it blew up? Like, did he plant a bomb? Or is it just like he got a certain amount of points, it was a power up, and then he just like landed in? So many questions unanswered here. And then right there, they're showing you what I kind of thought it was. Like, you start in this top of the arena, and then like either you had to punch somebody out, or you fight somebody, you knock them out, and they respawn, and then all of a sudden your car gets up. Or is it just like that, a battle royale kind of thing, where you have your car that you customized, you play in the game, it loads up, but you guys have to run to your cars. First one to get to their car gets to your car, and then they get to run you over and start demolishing your cars before you get into them. Which I initially, at the beginning of this video thought, but in the beginning of this thing, they don't really show you that. They just show people driving around in cars and kicking each other in the butt. I love the car customization though that they're showing in the game. I love it. Like, each car does show a wide range of different varieties. So I don't know if that's gonna be character dependent or what, but I can tell you right now, a lot of people are gonna be taking these like little supercar looking ones over the other like Volkswagen Golf GTI kind of cars and the trucks, because people love that supercar aesthetic so much that I personally will. I'll take an Indy car any day. I don't give a crap if it's not a tank or not. I'll take speed, learn how to get around the maps quickly enough over being able to take a beating with a truck, because the whole point of these games is learning your play style and learning how to maneuver around the map and put your enemies in positions where their style is not going to be so effective. That's how you win. So that is my take and thoughts and impressions on PlayStation, on Destruction All-Stars, which, by the way, I seriously think they rebrand. I mean, I already know they rebranded an older PlayStation, like PlayStation 1 game, so that's fine. But I find it funny that they're using the AllStars brand, because they had PlayStation All-Stars, which was like their version of Smash Brothers that didn't do quite well, and that's probably because of poor freaking marketing and quite shitty gameplay. Like, I played PlayStation All-Stars on Vita and on console, and other than the fact that the character choices were cool, it wasn't snappy. It played like a faraway camera version of a really dull Mortal Kombat, and you could totally tell it was catered towards children. And not saying Smash Brothers is catered towards children, but there is a certain learning curve, even back on like the Nintendo GameCube days, or even the N64 days, where Smash Brothers had a learning curve. Like to be a master of one character was a feat, because there was millions of button combinations that you were like, and I mean, you could turn a Pikachu into like a freaking A-bomb basically and just annihilate the whole map. And Mario was sometimes OP, and then you had Link with his bows and arrows that was completely OP. And then when you moved through the consoles, the learning curve got better. It was still a pick up and play kind of title, but if you wanted to be a master at it, you had your 1 or 2, 3 characters like you do in like a Mortal Kombat game, that you just learned all their power-ups and you could dominate with them because you knew their style, you knew where they were most effective and where they weren't. And in PlayStation All-Stars, it was just all out of balance. I mean, you had characters like Dante from Devil May Cry, not the good Dante, the really crappy DMC one that no one freaking likes, the emo little crap. Ugh, I hate that model. But you had him, and you had God of War, and you were like, dude, that's an epic thing. And you had Sweet Tooth, and you had all their powers, but they just all felt out of place. And also, each one of their powers, like, it felt like when you launched a power or one of their special moves, it was an impactful cutscene, not really like it was going on in the world. Like, everybody had their cool things, yeah, and then Smash Brothers has their like cool cutscenes when they're attacks, but they didn't make like a movie out of it, you know. Like when you launched a special attack on PlayStation All-Stars, it was like you got taken out of PlayStation All-Stars, put it into the Uncharted game, saw this little thing go down, and you were like, oh, you are still playing this game. And it's like it broke my immersion. So my terms of this game compared to that, I'm glad I'm seeing this, but PlayStation All-Stars, I would like the reboot too, but seeing Destruction All-Stars, great video, great demonstration of it. I still have plenty of questions for it. I don't know if I'm necessarily going to buy it. I might definitely wait to see what other people say about it when it comes released. I do think it's going to be a launch title, though. I think it's going to definitely be a title that comes out within the next, 4 months after the console releases. Just because of all the stuff they showed you, they clearly have a lot of it done. So with all that said, if you guys liked this video, then please give me a like button down below. If you have any questions or comments, or just want to share your thoughts on this game and what you guys think compared to me, or if you think I was completely wrong about the game, please leave it in the comment section down below. And also, if you have not subscribed, please think about doing so, because it helps support the channel. And with all that out of the way, if you have subscribed, do not forget to hit that bell notification so you guys can be notified when all of my content hits the channel. I try to have 3 videos up a week, and so far I've been pretty successful. So with all that, if there's more than 3 videos up a week, that's just cherry on top. I'll see you guys in the next one.